Okay, it's July 26th, 2012. I don't think I can impart upon you people ever the fear that I've been forced to live under for more than 25 years. And it's an off-again fear. Most of my other videos explain it. I did some videos yesterday and I had like 20 people view it, and another, it's like 10-digit figures view it within the first day. Some of those people that are viewing I know work for the government, and they've been picking apart a lot of the stuff I've been saying. And I know they've caught me when I'm not ranting and raving. There have been periods of time when I've recorded that I am extremely elusive. They're seeing bits and pieces of me. I'm letting that super intelligence out, and that's what they're scared of. That's why I say you have to go to my videos and really check. I was almost invited on Jimmy Kimmel once in 2008, but they said they had a requirement. You have to submit a video to us. I can't stand these people. They're sick. They're all sick. They'd rather have the guy that likes to dress like Tron on Jimmy Kimmel than someone like me that would probably be the most controversial figure in human history all over the planet. What makes me special, what makes me unique, is the same thing that makes all of you unique. Even all of you that I hate, even all of you that have brought up your kids wrong, used the wrong tactics, used the wrong philosophies, used the wrong sequential order to really bring about a greater advance in human psychology. This is not possible when you're dealing with people who, like the Bilderberg Group, the Trilateral Commission, the rich people who actually fuel a lot of the behind-the-scenes This morning, I saw a poll that said, now I'm a presidential candidate, HRM, Cesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte. You'll find me, if you Google that, HRM. R, 6-letter spelling of Caesar, almost the whole 6 letters of Caesar before only my name pops up. This search that they use on the bar search for Google is very important. It tells you actually how special the name is, so that it comes up and you don't have to type it all out. I've got a pretty long name, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who wants to type that all out. And you click on that name, either one. They have it abbreviated kind of, and then my full name. And you'll get a whole list of stuff that I've done years back, more than a decade. You'll also get the Museum of Hoaxes, where I have 26 letters on there, and some of the stuff that happened to me there. This is an ongoing thing. Most of it, the majority of it, not my fault. It's your society's fault. You bring about these horrible things to people like me. You've raped me, crucified me, I'd say cryptically, or not cryptically, but you've what I call abstractly crucified my life. In an abstract form, your society has waged war on me with your unfair rules and regulations. All of these things that never would have happened if I had not been interrupted and interfered with so much, and I'd been allowed to move to Colorado instead of being purposely attacked. I was the one who released balloons in the air and showed how terrorists, after 2001, could lace balloons with dangerous bio germs and actually spread disease that way. A lot of scientists will tell you that the ultraviolet rays of the sun, if the balloon is up there long enough, will kill the virus. Not necessarily. Some viruses lay dormant. Some viruses have actually lived through space. They actually found viruses on spacecraft. So, and the Japanese used, trying to find extraterrestrial life, the Japanese used a coded virus, a manufactured coded virus, to try and send a message to some other world out there that might be light years away. But it goes beyond this. Let me back up. So I saw this television report this morning, and Romney has all of a sudden in Europe visiting, not there to criticize Obama, but there to visit, so the news says, the New World Order Bilderberg Group Trilateral Commission controlled news media. And they are controlled by big money interest. Make no mistake about it, it isn't just the sponsors. A lot of those sponsors that they advertise go to these Bilderberg meetings. But I'm not going to talk about crappy conspiracies because, you know, they have so much hogwash washed over all of you that you deserve everything you get. The violence, the shootings, all of that. Remember, in my past videos, I exclusively hold the magic keys to the kingdoms of solutions for the problems that face the planet Earth. I am a mental giant. Like Cassius Clay, remember him? I'm the greatest, I'm the most beautiful, I'm this. Well, you know, he can do that all he wants to. Well, now it's Muhammad Ali. But it goes beyond religion, beyond quantum physics, beyond the quantum matrix, beyond the dark matter matrix. That's why I filed my presidential application form with the Federal Election Commission. If you can go view it, if you go visit the Federal Election Commission, and you can see my page. I have DNA string theory and blah, 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 and pictures of wars and stuff that go back centuries. My point in that is that, see, reporters put me down. When they report me, they can put a little quip in their crappy newspaper or the radio program or whatever, and they say, oh, this guy, like they're trying to paint me like this guy James Holmes. They're trying to paint me like some kook. I'm not the kook, you people are. Because if you weren't kooks, you'd be intelligent enough to hire and vote in people into office that can actually, without bringing new gun laws, without any new gun laws, and or even enforcement, can actually stop 99% of all those damages that happened in the past. Did not have to happen if I had been completely 100% in charge under the rules of the game Simon Says. That's an absolute ruler game. I don't know if you noticed that, but Simon Says, and everybody has to do it. And it is, and it does take that in order to change things for the better. Now, I don't know what kind of psychology program the government has on me, or even the media, or any independent expert, but they don't know me. They haven't lived with me. They haven't slept in doorways and been subjected to the crap that I've been subjected to forcefully by a society, both public and private, citizenship, authority figures who don't care. They only care about their enforcing their crappy rules and regulations and don't care about finding out the source of the problem. So Romney is over there in Europe talking to all these people, the Prime Minister in England and so on. You know why? He's 5 points ahead of Obama. There's a possibility through the Electoral College, not by direct vote, he may win the presidential election. Always in the past, look at all the past news media. Anytime a candidate goes and talks to these people, they're looking at the possibility that he could be the next president. They're going to have to deal with him, so they might as well get some forward research done. But this is all show because Romney has been to Bilderberg meetings, and so has Obama, and so has Hillary Clinton, and so did Bill Clinton, and so did all the way back to old man Bush. I mean, this is just, it would be totally hilarious as an advanced human being that I am, of super intelligence. It would be hilarious to me, okay, if it wasn't so serious for all of you. Because that's where our problem is. You can't tell the human compassionate nature of a person until you've lived with them, till you've seen them angry, till you've seen their ups and downs, till you've seen their emotional turmoils, till you've seen them subjected to all kinds of crap, all kinds of human unnecessary drama. And that's what the media shovels out to you, this unnecessary drama. And of course the gossip. Oh, and the Jacksons are feuding. Whoop-de-doo. I don't care. Are they going to give me a few $1,000,000 so I can leave this crappy country? Or better yet, let me have their whole fortune so I can build a starship and leave. By the way, yeah, I know a lot of you won't believe me, but I do know how to build a starship. It's in my DNA. I'm not from here. Trust me. Trust me as I live and breathe. I am not from here. And most of my genetics will prove it. But I plan to just die and not give you anything. Why should I share something with a planet that once I became aware of who I really was, somebody extremely special, then I shouldn't share anything with you. I expect you people to continue with your programs, your excessive laws, your excessive rules and regulations, your prejudicial enforcement of laws that don't belong being laws, your lack of being able to put priorities in their proper perspective in order to have a better government, in order to have better people. You can't have that unless you are a master of priority setting. And these people, cops, judges, lawyers, have no idea what priority setting really means. They go by some book. They go by some rule or regulation that was set up by a group of people or a body of people that made these things up as they went along, according to whatever the statistics were. And statistics do lie. And people are lazy and they don't follow through with investigating these things. So many laws are initiated without this investigation, dealing out the power, waging the power, without any concern about what it could do to somebody like me. So yes, you don't know what you have until you lost it, until you lose it. And the human race will never know what they had with my existence until after I'm dead. This situation with planet Earth is going to get worse. Hottest summer, just go look at the inconvenient truth. There's no way they can ever catch up. Just like rainwater can't totally satisfy and bring back up the aquifers that are under the United States. Can't bring them up to level fast enough for the amount of water that we use. My 2-story house that would have saved water back in the 80s would have put a nice big dent in that. My new plans, actually it's a 3-year plan, as Emperor of the United States, if the people would get off their rear ends and actually finally do something about it. I mean, if I were the whole United States, I would be very upset that this guy went in there and killed. It's a movie theater. The only thing he was killing was the issue that I bring up. The issue that I bring up is that every American citizen is a murderer of men, women, and children in Iraq, in Afghanistan, Panama, Vietnam. I don't have to bring it up anymore. You people should know better. Your 7,750 years of wars in bits and pieces of timelines all over the planet, and your, less than 300 years of peace worldwide in bits and pieces of timelines all over the place. What you need is real communication with a being that has become completely aware of who he is, or who she is, or who they are, and let them control. Let them take charge. Because without that kind of authority, you people are just using up the resources. Go get the book, The Limits to Growth, published in the 1970s by a bunch of MIT scientists. Read it very carefully. Pick up the book, The Territorial Imperative. You'll find out about just why the human race has these problems, psychologically and on an animal level, because humans are part animal. So as inventive and as creative as human beings are, and as resourceful as they also create a lot of damaging drama that ends up destroying people's lives like mine. That's why you see me here, across from Starbucks over here in Canoga Park, just recording. Because I haven't run into anybody that's willing to help. I've been attacked so much that there isn't anything I can do. They're just going to continue taking anything that I have until they reduce me down to, finally, a bicycle, no storage units, and nothing. Nothing left to do with my life. All my research equipment gone, all of my private research papers destroyed, everything and every bit of advancement that I made. I was born out of time. I should have been born back in the 16 or 1700s. With what I have, I would have changed all of history if I had been born back in the 1700s or the 1600s. With just everything that I had before the city of Los Angeles started attacking me with their prejudicial applications of their rules and regulations, and the private parties that attacked me, the storage places that attacked me, the whole thing. Forced to sign contracts to try and save whatever I had left of my life. My 30 years of labor equity destroyed over and over and over again. It's still being destroyed right now as I speak. I'll have to move everything out of where I'm taking it to in one storage place by the 18th of August. And I have to empty out one place completely, which there's not going to be enough room, so my stuff is going to be on the street, and the city will be on my back again. And they'll say, well, if you don't find a place to move this stuff to, we're going to pick it up by the trash man. So my life is being trashed. It has been for years now. And not one person comes forward. Not one person leaves a message on YouTube. You can't leave a message on my email anymore. Guess what? Somebody used my email, my nublio217@hotmail.com, and they blocked it, claiming that someone used it. And then Microsoft has the fix-it page. They said, go to the next page to fix your block. And it says, do you want us to send the code to TU**** at czar.com. I've never had that email. Why would I want to fix my... How can I unblock my mail if they're asking me to send the code to some email that's not mine? Oh, yeah. These people are nuts. I had another email, and I sent them messages to developers, to support, to even the feedback sites. Nobody has answered anything. They don't care. So I'm continued to be blocked. My Nublio account is blocked. People can't send me any messages, although I've never gotten any important messages anyway. And I'm being murdered. I have been being murdered for more than 20 years, and nobody cares. You don't care. You don't care if I live or die. So why should I care what happened to your people in Colorado? I mean, no. I'll do part 2 in a minute.